For you, I traveled to the four corners of the world. I faced adversity. I became a hero.
Dad.
I saved your kingdom.
Dad.
Yes, Zelda?
Are you mixing me up with the princess again?
Hard to say. You're both pretty magical.
Picture this. It's 1998, and the gaming world is about to be hit by a storm that's going to change everything. Enter The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. This isn't just any game. It's a monumental landmark in video gaming history, like a lighthouse shining its innovative light, guiding the ships of future game design. Imagine the excitement, the buzz, the sheer anticipation of diving into a game that promised not just to capture the essence of adventure, but to revolutionize the gaming landscape with groundbreaking mechanics and storytelling. This journey we're about to embark on, it's about illuminating those early sparks of creativity that brought this masterpiece to life, setting the stage for a deep dive into its development saga. The story of Ocarina of Time starts with a spark, a desire by Nintendo to push beyond the familiar confines of 2D gaming. The Nintendo 64, with its beefy processing power and dazzling 3D graphic capabilities, was the perfect vessel for this ambitious journey. And who better to captain the ship than Shigeru Miyamoto, the visionary behind the Zelda series. He wasn't just looking to make another game, he was aiming to redefine the gaming experience, setting a new benchmark for interactive storytelling and gameplay. In the beginning, Miyamoto and his team were like pioneers in uncharted territory, experimenting with 3D models and environments. They initially toyed with the first-person perspective, immersing players directly into the expansive world of Hyrule. But something was missing. They realized the adventure needed a hero at its heart, so they shifted to a third-person perspective, ensuring that Link remained the visible and central figure in this meticulously crafted world. Their design philosophy was revolutionary. They envisioned a game where gameplay, narrative, and exploration were seamlessly woven together, creating an immersive experience where every dungeon, puzzle, and storyline element felt integral to the adventure. This holistic approach was a departure from the segmented design of previous titles, demanding a more integrative and cohesive development process. Transitioning to a three-dimensional environment was no small feat. The team faced the colossal challenge of adapting the series' gameplay to this new realm. They needed innovative solutions for spatial navigation, combat, and interaction. Enter the Z targeting system, a revolutionary mechanic that allowed for dynamic combat and interaction with the environment and NPCs. Inspired by sword-fighting demonstration, this system enabled players to lock onto targets, fundamentally changing combat in 3D action-adventure games. But the innovation didn't stop there. The team also embarked on creating a vast, open world that felt alive and interactive. They introduced a dynamic time cycle, with day-night transitions that affected the game's world environment and the routines of its inhabitants, adding unprecedented depth and realism to the series. The narrative of Ocarina of Time was a collaborative masterpiece, woven into the fabric of the game from the outset. The story was enriched by its characters, each crafted with their own backstories and motivations, creating a diverse tapestry of lore and history that enriched the world of Hyrule. The music played a pivotal role in the game's development, with composer Koji Kondo creating an iconic soundtrack that was not just complementary to the game's atmosphere, but integral to the gameplay itself. The ocarina emerged as more than a narrative artifact. It became a gameplay mechanic, allowing players to interact with the game world and progress through the story by playing specific melodies. The development of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time was an epic undertaking that spanned several years and harnessed the collaboration of Nintendo's finest minds. The result was a game that not only pushed limits of the Nintendo 64, but also expanded the horizons of the action-adventure genre. Its development was a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and teamwork, culminating in a game that left an indelible mark on the hearts of players and the annals of gaming history. With Ocarina of Time, we've seen how this game wasn't just a leap into 3D, it was a quantum leap into redefining gaming itself. Now, let's get even deeper into the nuts and bolts, the magic and the music, the challenges and triumphs of creating such a monumental game. Buckle up, because this ride through Hyrule's history is about to get even more exhilarating. Okay, so imagine stepping out of a world where every path, every mountain, every river was laid out on a simple flat map, and suddenly you're in a place where you can explore every nook and cranny in vivid 3D dimensions. That's what Ocarina of Time did. It wasn't just about making things look pretty. It was about bringing the world of Hyrule to life in a way that felt real and tangible. The introduction of the Z-targeting system was nothing short of revolutionary. Suddenly, battles felt dynamic, explorations became more intuitive, and interacting with the world and its inhabitants had a depth previously unimaginable. This wasn't just a new feature, it was a new language of gaming, inspiring titles like Dark Souls and The Witcher to rethink how players engage with their worlds. But what's a world without its sounds? Its music. Ocarina of Time didn't just create a visual feast, orchestrated a symphony that players could feel in their bones. Koji Kondo, the genius behind the game's score, crafted melodies that didn't just accompany your journey, but became a part of it. The Ocarina's tunes had the power to summon storms, change the night into day, and even teleport you across this vast living world. And let's talk about that living world. The dynamic day-night cycle wasn't just for show. It changed how you interacted with the world, how characters behaved, and even what secrets could be uncovered. Games like Animal Crossing and Grand Theft Auto 5 owe a nod to Ocarina of Time for pioneering a world that lives and breathes with or without the player's input. Now on to the heart of the game, the story. Ocarina of Time didn't just tell you a story, it wove you into its very fabric. You weren't just playing Link, you were growing with him. From a boy uncertain of his place in the world to a hero destined to save it. Every character you met, every village you visited, added layers to a rich tapestry of lore and legend. And the time travel, pure genius. It wasn't just a mechanic, it was a narrative device that deepened the plot, challenged your understanding of cause and effect, and made your actions feel impactful across the ages. Speaking of time travel, let's not gloss over the monumental task of integrating this into gameplay. It wasn't just about hopping from one era to another. It was about crafting puzzles and challenges that spanned the ages, where your actions in the past had real, tangible effects on the future. This design philosophy didn't just make for some head-scratching puzzles, it set a precedent for games like Braid and Portal, proving that time could be more than a backdrop. It could be the very essence of the gameplay. All of this innovation, this ambition, was being built for the Nintendo 64, a console that was groundbreaking in its own right, but not without its limits. The developers were pushing the envelope of what was possible, both graphically and mechanically, creating a world that was vast, detailed, and seamlessly interconnected. The solutions they found, compressing data, optimizing rendering techniques, didn't just make the Ocarina of Time possible, they pushed forward the entire field of game development. The journey of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, from concept to cartridge, is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and sheer will. Each challenge overcome, each boundary pushed, added to the legend of this game. It wasn't just about setting new standards. It was about expanding the realm of the possible, inspiring a whole new generation of game designers to dream bigger, reach further, and create worlds beyond our wildest imaginations. And that, my friend, is the true legacy of the Ocarina of Time. Riding the high from our deep dive into the groundbreaking innovations and challenges of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, it's clear this epic adventure did more than just redefine gaming mechanics and storytelling. It etched itself into the very heart of pop culture, academia, and beyond, blossoming into a cultural phenomenon that's about as legendary as the game itself. So let's zoom out a bit and marvel at the vast cultural landscape this iconic game has influenced, painting a picture of a legacy that's as vibrant and enduring as Hyrule itself. You know, it's not just the gameplay that left an indelible mark. Koji Kondo's masterful soundtrack has literally set the tone for what video game music could be. Those haunting ocarina melodies, the epic orchestral sweeps of Hyrule Field, and the character themes that stick with you. These tunes have leaped out of the console and into the concert halls. The Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses brought these compositions to life in a way that's both grand and deeply personal, connecting gamers and non-gamers alike in a shared musical journey. And let's not forget the countless street performers and YouTube artists who've spun their own magic with these melodies, proving that the music of Ocarina of Time is a wellspring of creative inspiration. Diving into the story a bit more, Ocarina of Time is a masterclass in video game storytelling. It's not just about saving the world, it's about growing up, about the journey from innocence to wisdom. This game took the classic hero's journey and made it something you live, not just observe. It's become a case study in how to weave narrative into the fabric of gameplay, inspiring game developers and storytellers to think deeper about the interactive stories they want to tell. And let's face it, the fan base of Ocarina of Time is something else. It's a melting pot of generations, where lifelong fans and newcomers share their awe, art, and even wild theories about the game's deepest mysteries. This community has kept the spirit of the game alive with incredible fan-made content, from breathtaking art to entire games, showing that the love for Hyrule's legend only grows stronger with time. And oh, did I forget the speedrunning scene? Ocarina of Time is like the holy grail for speedrunners, with its intricate world and mechanics offering endless ways to push the limits of what's possible. It's a testament to the game's design. Decades later, players are still finding new shortcuts and glitches to shave seconds off their times. These speedrunning feats aren't just about bragging rights, they've become a way for the community to come together, celebrate the game, and even support great causes through charity streams. Beyond entertainment, Ocarina of Time has shown its worth as a tool for learning and development. The game's puzzles aren't just obstacles, they're lessons in critical thinking, problem solving, and perseverance. It's a game that teachers and parents have pointed to when talking about the positive impacts of gaming, from developing spatial awareness to teaching valuable life lessons through its narrative. And just to put the cherry on top, Ocarina of Time still reigns supreme as the highest rated game of all time, boasting a near perfect score that's a testament to its timeless appeal and groundbreaking achievements. Holding onto that crown for over a quarter of a century speaks volumes about its impact and the love gamers everywhere have for this adventure through time. As we wrap up this journey through the cultural impact of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, it's clear this game is more than just a collection of pixels and code. It's a cultural icon that has inspired musicians, storytellers, creators, and thinkers around the world. Its legacy is a tapestry woven from the countless lives it has touched, a testament to its enduring power to inspire, challenge, and unite. Ocarina of Time isn't just a game, it's a piece of cultural heritage, a beacon of creativity and innovation that continues to light the way for future generations. And that, my friends, is the kind of magic that never fades. Did you play the original Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time on a Nintendo 64 or the 3DS remake first? What's your favorite dungeon from the game? What about your favorite piece of music? Let us know in the comments below. And make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join us on more adventures through the Tech Timeline.